even introduce me though, bro. You ain't even telling my name.
Bro, damn.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Bro.
This nigga was about to quit podcast already.
I know that you been going through some things, and I know that you gon' perceive the pain, and I know that you done had up the hell. Hating that nigga that's in the mirror. Loving the bitch but can't love yourself. So how the fuck you loving someone else? Every other day feel like it's raining. Life is hard and I know sometimes it be draining. Life is hard and I know sometimes it get crazy. I know.
Hey, man.
Who the fuck this? Man, take a big gulp, man.
I got some liquor in my bottle, man. Don't worry about what's in my bottle.
Mr. Smith. He don't know Mr. Smith, though. Used to be litty. All right.
I would, too, be drinking with y'all badass kids.
Oh, facts, you do know Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Because you came out, yeah. So.
I had Mr. Smith.
You on? You straight?
Yeah, you could start over. But
No, we ain't
like, you
starting
just
over.
cut it, yeah.
No, I'm gonna cut it, but I mean, I might not cut it. It all depends on. Damn.
I was just helping you out. Come
bro,
on, bro.
Bro, come on, bro. What else you need, bro?
I was just helping you out, bro. Let's
I
go.
don't need no help no more, bro. We in. We on?
We on, yeah.
You on? All right, we on.
Do your intro.
Hey, man.
Is it your podcast or is it my podcast?
It's mine, but you take it full control. Your mic higher than mine.
I mean, my fault. I gotta talk. You know what I mean? I gotta talk into the mic.
I could dig it. Hey, anyways, it's Harden's 1v1s. Right now, I'm sitting here with, how do I want to describe this man? Since he just now talked so crazy before we started, I fear this nigga's getting all crazy and shit. I don't know how I want to describe him, but for the sake of the pod, I'm gonna keep it. Know what I mean, on the high side. Good friend, longtime friend. I met you 6th grade, right?
6th grade.
6th grade. Yeah. A lot of people don't know because, I mean, people from
bro,
the field
you ain't
know.
even introduce me though, bro. You ain't even telling my name.
Bro, damn.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Bro.
This nigga was about to quit podcast already.
We keeping this shit right here. Because that was definitely... So look, man, I was going to give you roses before we started. That's why you can't do podcasts with your nigga. This nigga been asking me, how come you ain't pod? How come you ain't get me
Bro,
on
I've
the
been
pod?
trying to be on this podcast for probably since he started doing podcasts. So now I'm on here. I'm just trying to talk my shit.
But this is the reason why you wasn't, right? This is the reason why you wasn't. 'Cause you disrespectful. It's like, nah.
No, fuck it.
But nah, this is my boy, Grimey Productionz, a.k.a. Triple H. My boy got that water. I think he about to spit it out.
No, man, I always got some water. You got water.
Facts.
A little dehydrated.
So damn, we got about like 2 or 3 minutes of straight kickers before we even got you introduced. But hey, fuck it. This is how we met, probably.
What's up, man? You got me on the pod finally.
Yeah.
Feel good to be here.
Yeah.
Feel good to be your first pod, man.
You know the vibes. Look, I done had about 2 or 3 different little pods where I ain't get G on. G was on, but you was just on the backside of the mic.
I was working.
Huh? He said I was working.
Working man. It's like, no.
But nah.
Yeah.
We finally got you on. I want to take people back to, like, whenever we first, like, met. Because I met you in 6th grade in Mr. Crow's class. And I was already in Woodland Hills, and I mean, but you was coming from Garfield, right?
I lived in Garfield, but I went to school in Homewood at the time.
So you been jumping. We gonna talk about that later. We're gonna talk about that later. So you going to school in Homewood, but you live in Garfield. But then, you said around like January you moved to.
My mom moved to Rankin, but she already moved to Rankin. Like, she already moved, but the school found out type shit. And that's when I ended up having to go to a new school. But I only was going to school in Homewood because my grandparents lived in Homewood. So I spent majority of my time in Homewood.
My
and
boy.
then Garfield, bro.
I ain't bet. So it's probably a good thing that the school found out. So you ain't waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning just to get to school because you live, you know.
No, I eventually.
So you was already in Homewood.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
no,
bet.
eventually was definitely going to just because we wasn't staying out ranking.
Yeah.
Like we was living in Homewood still.
All right, bet. So whenever you came to Rankin, your first day, you sat in somebody's chair, didn't you?
Yeah. Hey man,
You sat in somebody's chair.
but the first person I met was Didi at the bus stop.
Huh? You were Dre Day.
Yeah.
He was probably
J-Day,
Omari
sure.
down to
Sure,
the
there was a
bus
couple
stop.
other people too, but no, I get on the bus. I found my class. The teacher's like, sit there. He's like, I'm like, all right. I gotta sit right there. Everybody coming in. I'm just like, I'm the new motherfucker. Fucking Tights come in. Tights was like late. Tights come in like, he see me sitting in his chair. He's like, oh shit. So he goes sit in some other chair. No, Mr. Carroza said something. And then he was like, man, somebody in my seat.
Bitching.
And then he walked into another seat, and it was just like too funny. We've just been cool ever since.
Fact. That's whenever, like, because I met, like, I always knew Tice, but in 5th grade, that's whenever we first had, like, our class together. So in 6th grade, it was like, I already know this motherfucker, like, we tight like that. So whenever you took his chair, like, you almost got jumped into a situation. It's like, nah. But nah, like, we all just was tight after that. Like, I don't know what day we actually got super tight, but I know from the moment you came to our school, we was just like, that's that cool motherfucker with the parts in his head. You know you're from the city.
Swear, I always had
Wasn't
some
nobody
shit.
else having no parts in their shit.
Them parts was popping back then.
Facts, bro. You was like a step up. Now I mean, we was like, oh, this nigga got little jean outfits and shit.
Bro, swag was lit. Prime Gear.
Huh.
We used to always go to Prime Gear, East Liberty, fucking downtown, Burlington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's some city shit. Cause you know what I mean, being in the valley, you like, motherfucker, we got motherfucker.
We should go.
Kings.
I think there should be another store downtown too. We should get big car shit.
Was it Mo Gear?
I think it was Mo Gear.
Then you had David shoes in East Liberty.
Yeah, he had
I
David.
get my
shit.
shoes from David. All right. So
Those the times, man.
So, whenever we was going to school with you, I think it was 8th or 9th grade. Like you was still playing for you played for Lawrenceville whenever we was playing for Braddock. So you was living in Braddock, but playing for Lawrenceville.
So I played my only Mighty Might year I played because I never played big team, never or midgets, but
Yeah.
I played for Lawrenceville my only Mighty Might year.
So your Mighty Might year. Oh yes, all right, because you was like a little bit younger, so it seemed like it was.
I was probably 11.
Yeah. So
Or no, I might have been 12. I might have been 12.
all right. So whenever you played for Lawrenceville, and this is all going to wrap back around, but you was living over here, like in our district.
Yeah, I was living in.
you
I
was
was going to Woodland Hills, but I played for Lawrenceville that year. Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever you was doing that, like you was like our boy for real. We like, how come G ain't playing for the hood for real? But G had his ties to, he had his ties to the city.
I mean, it wasn't even that. Like, it was either I could have played for Garfield if I wanted to, but my dad coached for Lawrenceville. He coached the Twerps.
Yeah, so that's like,
So it was like, all right, why not? You know what I
for
mean?
sure, rad.
For sure, ride. You know what I mean? He'll pick me up, take me every day type shit. Plus, it's like, you know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And I didn't play the year prior.
So, and I only got to fast forward so much because you did a lot of shit, man. Like, and I feel like a lot of like young black men, like whenever we going through life, like we just trying certain stuff, like we throwing like the noodles against the wall and like whatever stick.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know what I mean, me and you sitting here right now, we didn't make it to the NFL, we didn't make it to college on no football shit, but we did take our talents and we took our brain and we used it to get where we at right now. But I don't want to go too far ahead, but I want to talk about like high school and like a couple years after high school, just dealing with real rap. I mean, like we just thought out there, like you was the producer for real rap. You was making a lot of beats. You and Dude was making a lot of beats for the group.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you how.
Oh,
I mean, that's a whole story.
All right, so look, you tell us the story. I thought it started right here. You take us back to whenever you first fell in love with music, and then we could pick it up with real rap.
I got into music through my stepbrother. My stepbrother Jamie.
Yeah. Jay Gunner. Don't be calling him Jamie. Hey, you know.
So like, you know what I mean, my dad and his mom, you know what I mean, ended up getting married. So that was my stepbrother. So one day we was rapping, but I probably was doing music probably before and just as a young kid. But this is when I really like started rapping. What was we doing? We was rapping to instrumentals on a CD. This is when CDs it was a single. It had the song, it had the instrumental, and then it had the clean version.
Yeah.
And we was rapping to that instrumental, but we ain't had nothing to record or nothing. Like, we was just rapping.
So hold on. So, and y'all was young. So how did y'all record these songs?
We was just freestyling, but I found out my granddad had a recorder, and we had it was a tape. He used to record. Rest in peace, my granddad. But man, he used to record
the GOAT.
He used to record the pastor at church. So it was like he used to, you know what I mean? Because he might, you know, just get the sermon or whatever. So I found it one day, just being a young kid. Yeah, mischievous. I found that motherfucker, and we started recording on there. Like, we started recording on there on instrumentals, and then we end up, you know, just.
Hold on. And this wasn't no Justin Bieber flow.
We was recording on tapes, for real.
Yeah, so y'all was recording on tapes, but this wasn't no what's it called again? Kids bop. Like, y'all was talking gangster shit over these
Absolutely we was, yeah.
So y'all was deleting sermons. Y'all was deleting God's word.
I mean,
devil.
I mean, after a while we did get our own tapes. We did figure it out, but yeah, it was and that's how, like, so like when we did it, we really couldn't mess up. So we would rap in front of the speaker, and it'll record, you know what I mean? It'll do that, but that's how I got, like, was good freestyling, like, because we couldn't mess up. We was freestyling, though. We wasn't writing nothing. Yeah. So we was just saying whatever comes into our mind. That's how I learned how to rap. They was just say whatever you think. You know what I mean? But it was something to rhyme, but we was just doing that, and then we got good at it after a while because we kept messing up, and then, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't be the one that messed up. It's like, damn, Nick, we got 3 people on this song, and you want to be the one to keep on messing up.
Yeah,
it's like,
if you mess
the
up,
last verse.
You got to start all over.
Everybody got to start all the way over.
Yeah, then you got to record over that.
So
then that's how I actually, like, got into the music, doing music. So
how y'all ad-lib?
We the funny thing is how we used to ad-lib is we'll take that tape out and put it in the tape deck in the CD player, like the, you know what I mean, the CD player with the tape decks in, and then we'll get a new tape and we'll record it. The song will be playing, what we just did, and then we'll add whatever we wanted to add, and then we'll record and everything on there. Like, it was dope how we did it. Like, we figured that shit out.
Y'all niggas was innovative as fuck.
Definitely innovative as fuck, but like,
hey, that's the beauty of black culture, because like we'll take nothing and turn it into something, because
so
how
like,
do you take that and turn it into? But
bro,
anyway,
I still got that recorder to this day, bro, because that recorder turned into a whole bunch of shit. So like, all right, after that, we ran out of beats. So we like, oh, fuck. So at this time, I end up meeting Slice. I don't know how, but somebody told me Slice. I ran into Slice. Slice gave me FL Studio, probably like FL Studio 4 or like 5, the demo version.
Yeah.
So you couldn't save the beat, so you had to just make the beat and then export it out.
Huh? So so your whole life you just like, I got to freestyle and I can't mess up. It's like remember back in the day on like Sega and Nintendo, it's like, bro, you can't save the game, so you might as well try to beat it right now.
Everything was trial and error, bro, from the start. Like, I never, and it's like, that's really like my life. It's like crazy when you really look at it. Like, I learned that shit and then start going up. Like my first beats was trash. I can keep it real, but once I start doing it, shit, we started making mixtapes in a day. Jamie started coming over to the crib. We learned. Slice put us on so much shit for real, for real. Slice is like the, you know what I mean? He was like that next level up for real that helped us to start recording. Like he told us to get a mic from Kmart.
Yeah,
he gave us the. He told us about the
mic.
Man, he told us about big shit, like to get recording program, all that shit. Slice put me on a lot of shit.
You know what's so crazy?
Which translated into a big shit.
6th grade, I met you. After 7th grade, we went to West together, and then I went to Wilkinsburg. That's whenever I met Jamie. But like that's how I got back connected with you because like I was cool with Jamie, but Jamie was one of them niggas who would be rapping with me at the table in Wilkinsburg. So we freestyling like boom, boom, going back and forth. And Jamie was like, yeah, man, my bro, he got the little recording program. He like, yeah, he stay out far as, you know, city motherfuckers say, yeah, he stay far as hell out Braddock or some shit. I'm like, like who is he? Because there's only a couple motherfuckers who rap out there. I'm like, so he tell me your name. I'm like, that's my boy, motherfucker. We get the linking back up. We all together and at your Ray's crib recording whatever you said the Slice had you put together because it was.
I forgot what it was called.
It was wild, bro.
It wasn't mix. It might have been Mixed Crab.
It was something.
But we was doing that shit. Then I don't know how we're already cool. I don't know how niggas started coming down my crib and started recording.
Yeah, it was
I don't remember how that part happened, but I know. You know what it was? It was the battles and the videos. Like I used to download mad shit, and I used to go to the South and tell niggas, oh, I got this battle, because this is when battling was hard. Yeah. It's like, oh, y'all got to come on, you know what I mean? So it used to be like 10 to 12 motherfuckers in my fucking living room.
Man, trust me, we
watching
used to get
battles.
Kicked out. Like, left and right.
Niggas used to be rapping. Used to be, man, if you ain't rap at my crib, then I don't know. Like, everybody rapped at my crib. If you came that day, you rapped. Like, it was just always...
The one thing that I remember about us, like, rapping on your crib, because it was the add-on to the innovation. I mean, like, we ain't have no spit screen for the P's, you know what I mean? So we used to, like, put our shirt up to our face like this and be on some, I get Peter the pistol if he ran in and get you the... So we rapping with a shirt over our face, like, to cover up the P's, and it's like, all right, damn, like, that's not sounding too good, like, what could we do to make it sound better? And it's like, we was releasing these tracks on MySpace, just like, it don't sound the best, but here you go. But people was fucking with it. Yeah. It was like, they attached you to us as like, all right, that's the producer. Because after a while, you had to spend so much time behind the computer recording it, it was just like, I ain't got time to rap for real. Like,
we used to be real rappers, though. We used to really be rapping.
Yeah.
Then,
it was Money Ave. It was the squad.
It was the squad. That was me, Jamie, Keisha, and Luke. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out Luke. Shout out Keisha.
That was like my first. Yeah, that was like the first. Like we really made a CD. Like we used to record at Lou's grandma's house in Wilkinsburg, like on some digital, on some hardware. Like we used to really be in the, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Used to be in the trenches, like recording, but we was doing that shit.
What you say, like Lil Duck, you said grandma crib.
Bro, that helped groom us and turned us up for real. Like, then that shit turned into that went, and then it turned into real rap for real. But like,
it was a lot of us. It was at least like 10. It was like 10 of us. If you
I'm gonna keep it real rap definitely started out with like 12 motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was
and it just started dwindling down, then it started dwindling down, then it started dwindling down, then it came to like 5 motherfuckers. From like 12 to like 5.
It was like, for me, I feel like it was just like who was taking it serious at certain times where it's just like, if you ain't really taking it serious, like we really trying to do something. But all in all, like, throughout that situation, like, you started going to school. Like, what year did you start going to school again? Because you went to school for graphic design, and
so
then you
after high school, I went to school for graphic design. I went to CCAC. CCAC with ain't. Man, I was young. I was finding my way, smoking weed. I just started getting crazy. Started smoking Big Loud.
Kid,
like no,
do not smoke.
don't smoke.
Weed, not early.
No, but yeah, it was just too much, and it was just like, you know what I mean? I had people dying in my life, and it was just like, I don't know.
So it was like,
yeah.
you
'Cause I
just-
tried another. Like it took me 3 times to get it to finish school.
Nah, but you was 18. Like, bro, being a young black man, we finding our way. A lot of times we just be throwing noodles at the wall and be seeing what
that
stick.
whole time though, we're still doing the real rap shit was booming. We're still doing, selling beats and doing beat battles and
Yeah.
we was performing all over the
Down the
city,
Liquid
like,
Lounge and all that.
man,
No,
yeah,
Shadow Lounge.
yeah. Bro, I was doing shit, bro. We was definitely moving. We was throwing our own parties. Yeah,
That shit was crazy.
That was a time, man. That was a time.
Man. But a lot of people, like, if you wasn't there, then you don't really even understand the time that we had. Like, we had a lot of fun.
Niggas know about them real rap parties, man.
Hey,
shout
facts.
out to my boy Dude, Streetz. I'm thinking everybody in real rap, man. Niggas know about them real rap parties.
And not to put it on us, but you a part of like our history. So
Absolutely, it was fun. Like I'm happy to tell this story. Like,
Yeah,
like
real
it's
rap.
really. I really want to do a documentary on this shit, but it's like.
yeah, we gonna have to get the band together. We don't need no Ashantis, man. Like,
But
hey,
it's just a
guys,
story. It's just a dope ass story though.
hey, anybody who was a part of the squad who ain't trying to get a part of the documentary, I'm going on a podcast like Irv, and I'm talking shit. I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, how come you don't want your part of the story heard, motherfucker? I'm trying to tell it.
Swear.
But no, like just to go back to us throwing our own parties is just another sign of just like us not getting what we wanted from people, and it's just like we about to go take it again. Like
We was being innovative.
innovative, that's the word.
It never stopped.
It never stopped.
We was trying to get shows.
Bro, nobody was giving us shows because
we
they was
wasn't
like
trying to get shows because we was young.
we was too
And
young.
We was young and they just wasn't fucking with us. So
But peep though, as soon
we
as
started throwing our own shit.
I think I was the
Turning
first nigga
shit
to
up.
turn 18. Like, cause my birthday at the top of the year, so they like, oh yeah, you need somebody 18 or over to sign for the hall. So I'm like, I bet I'm 18 now, motherfucker.
Man,
I'm
hey.
signing for the halls, bro. I'm signing for halls. Be renting DJs. Bro, we bringing extra mics and all that shit, bro. And we throwing parties this legendary. Ask anybody, bro.
man.
There's people who got pictures at our parties who probably wouldn't even want to have pictures showing that they was fucking with the squad like that.
I remember the one party I was going DJ. I brought my
Oh,
mom's
my
whole
God.
computer. My mom's whole big ass computer with the big back.
She said,
Yeah,
"Gee, what
bro.
the fuck is you doing?"
Yes, dude. No, we was really.
That was at the Irish Center.
No, was it the Irish Center? It was somewhere with a stage, bro.
Bro. We was trying shit,
We was
bro.
trying shit. I don't think too many people showed up though.
Yeah, that was the Irish Center, bro. But look, kids, if pay to play, just pay to play. Like
Pay to play. But,
Pay to
hey,
play.
Don't be scared to go out on that limb. Cause
yeah, cause we tried.
we tried. Hey, but that ain't deter us from stopping throwing parties.
Yeah, we threw more parties, and
Absolutely.
some was good, some was bad. But at the end of the day, we still kept like we're creative. So it's like we kept being creative. And now you my first guest on my podcast. Behind us, y'all going to see it's Harden's 1v1s, but we on the green screen right now, and this is just something that we was just like, are y'all trying to stop us again? Let's turn up again.
Really?
Oh, somebody trying to, let's turn up again. Like, and
Absolutely. It's on. Been on.
so as far as dealing with real rap and like going to school in the midst of being like our like in-house producer, like how was that? Like what did you actually like? What did you go to school for real? Because like you was making, bro, you was doing everything, bro. Like I know where you at right now, but we gonna get to that. But I need to know like what was you actually going to school for?
When like and
Whenever after
after high school?
yeah.
After high school, I went to
After the CCAC.
CCAC. I went to another school for like some computer shit. That shit it just wasn't working out for me. So I was like, I didn't go to school for probably I think 2 years. And I ended up going to the Art Institute.
The Art Institute of Pittsburgh?
The Art Institute of Pittsburgh, yeah, sort.
What did you go for?
So I really went there for music because I thought they had a music program, but it turned out to be like a video program.
Yeah.
More so.
So did that kind of work in your favor, or was it like?
I mean, yeah, it did. Cause I mean, there was some guy that told me so I was working this job, and you know what I mean, I was telling him I make beats and on this and on that, and he told me, oh yeah, the Art Institute, yeah, they got a music program down there. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look into it, and they had music, but it was video and music though, but it was all right. They had a studio in there,
yeah,
you could really do you can make sounds and all types of shit
we had a photo shoot. We had You was the plug on the photo shoot.
Was that a plug?
Now you didn't have to give us the photo shoot, but you introduced us to the Chinese.
No, I ain't. That wasn't me.
Oh, that was Promo Push.
Yeah.
Promo Push introduced us to her.
I ended up going there. Yep, that's crazy. We did that shoot at the Institute. I ended up going there probably
a couple years later.
Probably 5, 6 years later.
Yeah. So you really didn't get the music side out of it.
So all right. So what I really ended up doing was going there for video production and audio. So I mean, I took that shit and ran with it. So
I think these lights got me sweating like a motherfucker.
No, you just
sweaty ass.
Yeah.
But nah. So you got the so you start working with the video production. And I remember, bro, you already know how it was, bro. Whenever you was going to school, it was Streetz and G a little bit, man. But you got your camera. You started I mean, I feel you now because I got my first camera, and now I'm where you was at whenever you got your first camera. You was taking pictures.
I was going to school. It was, man, when I was going to Art Institute, was a fake struggle. I wasn't working. That time was rough.
Man.
It was time I wasn't working. I quit jobs. It's fuck it, I'm gonna just do this school shit. I ain't have no camera at the time. What was we doing? Real rap we're still hanging on.
Yeah,
we're still hanging on
for dear life.
Shit was just hectic at the time though. But I was just pushing through. I was just school was my top priority, and I was just pushing through for real.
So look, I know we got older people watching, we got younger people. Hey, it don't matter what you going through. You gotta keep pushing through that.
You definitely gotta keep pushing through.
I was there. I seen it, bro. But me being a friend, I ain't going show you oh yeah, I know this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, man. 2017 was a wild year for me. Bro, that was one of my wildest years.
My boy had the fro. That's
I had the fro. I was doing all types of shit.
Sammy was on his Kobe shit.
I had the fro. I was selling weed. I was doing all types of shit, bro.
My boy was out here getting it.
Bro, we was out here doing our thing.
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna tell y'all what we was doing, but it was wild. But it was hey, we was making it happen. Just to see where we at now, that shit's, man. It's man, I could do nothing but smile because that shit is dope. Just to see the progress.
And you saying 2017, and right now it's 2022. That's 5 years. That's the dude saying, in 5 years I went from not having a camera, not even knowing what the fuck I'm doing to now.
Look, I don't know what was that. It might have been the Young King party. We threw. That might have been. Was that the last party? No, we did the. No. We did the. There was 2 other parties, but the Young King party. I think that was the one I got my camera from the party. We made.
Oh, you made
We made a couple dollars. Okay, it came down. I'm like, all right, I'm got my camera with this money. It's on, and it was on from there. And I ain't looked back since. It's been on.
That's crazy how like the storyline it eventually go back to what happening. Us not being able to get it. Nobody trying to give us a show.
Figuring
like,
a
fuck
way.
it. We gonna get our own show. Now we making a big bag, and now you're able to grab your camera and bro, just go back to not letting people stop you from your dreams and what you got going on in life, bro. Cause
absolutely, hey, it never stopped.
and it's taking a risk too.
As long as I'm still here, I'm keep going.
Facts. So you really took a risk for real, and that's another lesson you got to teach the people. Like, I ain't saying do no susu board. I ain't saying do no, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't saying
Hey,
cash
that was a risk too.
Hey, if you took that risk, man,
Hey, I took that risk. I'll take that risk. It's cool.
My boy put the 40 in.
I took that risk because I know who that money went to. Like, the money that I put in helped somebody get money. So it was like, all right, fuck it, cool. But it was like, damn.
You had a good heart.
Yeah.
Because I would have went live like Shorty, like, nah, bitch.
I need my $13.50.
$13.50. That's the magic number. $13.50 was the time.
$13.50 was the time.
Man.
Hey, 2020 was a wild year,
That was
man.
a wild year.
There was a lot of scamming going on, man. Scamming was at an all-time high in 2020.
All time. It's
All-time high.
Everybody's struggling, but in the midst of niggas struggling, be like, let me get some more money up out of a nigga. You promising a nigga $400 off of 40? Bro.
No, it was 800.
800.
It was 800.
Off of 40. Or off of 20, for real. I don't know what it was. You had to get to the middle of the board.
No, it was 800 off 100, depending on what you,
Yeah, but you had to get to the middle of the board to get cashed out.
Yeah, and you had to keep, man, niggas was playing a dirty game.
So you never got cashed out.
Oh.
I was going to say, you took that other 800, bought another camera, but.
I mean, I was trying.
He said, I was trying to get a lens.
I was trying to come up, just like everybody else was.
Hey, just don't be passing your cash app out to them, them fucking foreigners on Facebook.
No, niggas is on weird shit.
Yeah. But nah, so.
Trying to get a quick buck.
A quick buckery. So you get your camera, and then you start upgrading your pieces and your parts, and you start doing, like what was your first paid event? Fix your mic. You just want to push it up a little bit so it don't lean over. Right here.
Oh, so my first event. Shout out to my boy Mooner, man. My boy Mitch.
Moon Thugger.
I did his I think it was his son's birthday party, man. I did it for, man, it was like, I don't even know. He just threw me a couple dollars and I just took some pictures. I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. From there, I just started just doing a little free shit. Like I've been like when I first started, I was going to events, taking pictures of people, any music events, whatever I could find, go to. Niggas was performing. Like I would just go start taking pictures of people. Then it just started, got the ball rolling. People, oh, how much you want for videos? Oh, how much you want for photos? And it just started going from there. And I just, started making a name for myself. And then photos really just like, people wanted photography. Like
that's one thing that I noticed about like the front camera era of like the iPhone or like the cell phone in general, bro. That made people way more photogenic, bro. Like where it's like
absolutely,
people want to be taking pictures.
Like pictures is the new thing, like bro.
But it really tell them a picture says a million. Was it 1,000,000 words or 1,000 words?
1,000 words.
A picture says 1,000 words, and like taking pictures, even being in pictures, you be like, damn, like I remember that night, man. Bro had on that, I had on that, man. It was.
That's why
we had a time last night.
Swear. That's why my slogan is like, you live in the moment, capture the moment.
Yeah.
Or I think it's the other way around. Or But y'all get the point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, be capturing shit.
We in the moment.
Huh. Living in the moment. So.
Definitely getting that tatted, man. Facts.
So.
I heard it here.
We could go back to 2020. Like, I feel like I was kind of living in the moment, man. Like, where you was like, damn, I was, like, in 2017, you like, damn, man, shit was wild. But, like, for me, it was like 2020, like, shit was wild, but it was like, we've been in on the studio. And that's whenever, like, you start getting...
Was it 20? It was
2019. Because
remember, it was 2019 in November,
It was COVID, though.
It
was about to be COVID.
It was 2019 in November, because I remember the championship.
Yeah.
And I just got the I was doing a championship game for the Twerps. I was filming, and I just got the stew in November. Yep.
So you get this stew, you record, and you said the championship game. So we could. You want to get to the midget league football? Because
however you want.
Because we could jump to that, because that's what I really want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about the little league football and how the culture switched up and all that.
Yeah, we could get there though. I feel like you got some other things you want to say.
Huh. But nah, I do want to still like shed light on the fact that you took another gamble, you took another risk at getting a studio and adding another rent to your life. You feel me? Because once you another piece of game, bro, like a lot of times you got to put yourself in a position where it's like, if I fail, I lose. You know what I mean? And you put yourself in a position where it was like, if I fail, I lose. But you put that spark underneath you, so you allowed yourself to have to grow. You know what I mean? Because if you would have been taking pictures, but your rent's not paid, then it's like, damn, now I don't got no photography studio no more. But like, knowing that you got that studio, it's like, I got to take more pictures. I got to get more clienty. I got to do whatever it takes for me to keep this door open.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, man, I just been spreading the word, working. Like, I went from the 1 year, I think it was 2018. I was taking holiday pictures in people's crib.
Yeah.
Like, bringing my setup, moving people's stuff around in their crib just to get crazy. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I was just figuring shit out. Hey. Like, then I finally, shout out to you. Hey. You helped me get the stew. You know what I mean? Looked out, did some real nigga shit. So it was like, we you know what I mean? Then it came up together. It's like, you know what I mean? So it was like, it was always, what's next? What you gonna do? It's always like, I mean, you hate to live like that, but it's like, that's part of life. Yeah. Sometimes you do just gotta sit back and just enjoy the moment. Fact. But then you can't enjoy it too long, because it's like,
you gotta make another moment.
Gotta make the next moment.
Gotta keep making new moments.
But no, shit just started moving for me, for real. I want to say Facebook. I want to say shout out to everybody.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Everybody.
Hey, Mark Zuckerberg.
I just want to say this. This is the moment right here. This is for y'all. Shout out to everybody on Facebook.
Hey.
Who tag me, who shout me out, who like my shit, who just appreciate what I do, and you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of my shit come from Facebook. Like, people be tagging me and reposting, and it just be helping build that clienty and just people seeing my work and fucking with me, genuinely fucking with me. So it's like, shout out to them for real, because it's like that's a lot of my marketing is Facebook.
Yeah, and it's so wild, because that's what age you in right now. It's like, you don't gotta be in the yellow pages. You ain't gotta have like a website. You can be like, nah, follow me on Facebook. As a matter of fact, you might like a status that I make.
Facts.
Too.
And just being out with my camera.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
That's the biggest thing. People, when I be going to games and football and shit, people be like, oh, you come to my son's game or this game, or oh, you do this or you do that, or I'm like, yeah, here, take my number or take my card. It just be anytime. Or even if I do events, people be like, oh, you want to do my son's birthday party or my mom's having a 50th birthday party? I'm like, yeah, here. It's always
All right.
it's always working. It's always networking. It's always something.
You just now gave us like 2 or 3 different examples of how you use your camera. So you had like regular like portrait photo shoots. You had like in studio photo shoots, and
And
then
I
like.
use that motherfucker for everything. Studio, outdoor.
So what gives you the
Event.
most excitement? Like what style of camera used to give you the most excitement? Is
Like,
it
well,
the
like
midget
what
league
I-
games? Is it the portraits?
Oh, like
Is it,
well, what I do that I like the most. I mean, I like all of it. Like, wait, I'm gonna say. I mean, we could categorize it from photo to video, but like photos, I like the in studio photo because you could really set it up and make it look nice and really get the nice lights and then like fuck around with lights and all that, like trying to get that perfect lighting and like because you really sometimes it take me 30 minutes just to find the right lighting on how I want to shoot it. So it'd be like, damn, I be doing all these pictures. They probably be thinking, oh, these are nice, but I'd be like, no, hold on, I gotta move the light, I gotta do this, and then it's like once I finally get it, we on now. We good. All right, I'm snapping. All right, do this. All right, do that. And it's like, I ain't got to worry about it. But that's probably my favorite thing. That and outside shoots. Outside is just cool because, you know, you just outside is just, you got your natural sunlight. And that's always you know, the best thing. But no, I do like videos, like music videos. I do like recording football games, like sports. Like, I feel like those is just like, so intense, and you could really like, you could get the crowd, you get the people on the sideline, like you just see everything, every aspect of that game, and it's just like it's just so dope to see it, and just to see these kids,
and that's where
growing and getting better every time.
And I know I jumped the gun a little bit before,
cool.
but that's what I wanted to lead into. It's like the new culture, like the culture of Major League Football is like it's so crazy with the cameraman, because you know growing up like there was players like a Eugene Jarvis, a Dre Wright, or Hope from Garfield, or like you know D Lane was like that. Like there's players who had like crazy moments that we could only speak about. Like you remember whenever they did a spin move and then they hit a cut and they did this and they reverse field, but it's all hearsay. Like we could just hear the stories. These kids right now, like you. Goat Me, Dream Shots. There's a lot. Zach Simmons. Like there was a lot of people.
Zach Simmons, X-Flix,
like
Money Shots.
Like y'all are documenting
Calling.
like a good time in like these kids' lives, because
it's definitely a good thing. Actually, it's a great thing because it's like it just get to showcase people's skills, and then it's like they're gonna have these videos forever.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Now we're gonna have like you can go back and look at the footage and be like, dang,
I did this,
I did this. Like, oh, this player was the best at this time, or you know what I mean? It's just gonna be crazy 10, 15 years from now looking back on all that, like all these players and who then went to college and did this, and then players and go to the NFL. Like, it's gonna be dope.
I always like what y'all do for the youth, because I feel like whenever your talent is on display like that, and everybody's cheering for you, like, oh, that's the dude that be getting super, super crazy. So while you got everybody cheering for you, it's like you think that would give you like more motivation to continue playing football after midget league, in the high school, and then in the college, because a lot of our talent, they'll stop playing football before high school, and then it's like, yo, where's number 7 that used to play for that team? Like, he don't play ball no more. But you know, whenever you got the cameras rolling, them kids is like, man, like everybody who run into them, they like, oh, I know you from football. Like, is you still playing football? And you know, as a kid, you don't want to be embarrassed by telling your coach, like, no, I said fuck that. Like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody get older, and then you end up, you know, finding your way, going to different paths and whatnot. Like, so it's like, you know what I mean? There's the ones that keep going. Like, you know, only a certain amount go to high school and play football. You know what I mean? And then only a certain amount, you go to college and play
Yeah,
football.
I'm talking about that top talent, that top tier talent where you be like, you better be playing on the next level because
I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
they do. I hope. Yeah, I mean,
I hope they keep that fire up under them.
to keep going.
Yeah.
Just to they got something to look back on and really be like, dang,
Even the
I gotta keep
combine,
going.
like the combine they got put together, like that was big. Like to see kids running 40-yard dashes.
Yeah,
and,
man. Shout out to
shuttle
Dream
drills,
Shots, man.
and big shout out to Dream
Big
Shots.
shout out to Dream Shots.
Hey.
That combine was dope, man. Just to see, like, I met a lot of those kids, like, that play. Like,
Yeah.
I met a lot of them at the combine. Like, it's just like, just talking to them and just, let them see my face and see who I am. Like, they be happy to see me. Oh, what's up? I be like, oh,
Yeah.
you remember me? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right.
So, because you dealing with kids whenever you on that field. I gotta ask you, because kids say the darndest things. What's the wildest thing a kid then said to you whenever you was out shooting, like at the game?
Oh, man, I always get called somebody else. Always. It's always, are you Dream Shots? Or no, one dude walked up to me like, so what shots are you? I was like, oh, man.
He said, I'm Grimey shots.
I'm like, no, man, I'm just Grimey. I'm Grimey and friends. He said, oh, all right. But no, man, it's so love, especially when somebody be like, oh, there was this one time I was walking. Dude was like, no, that's Dream Shots. He's like, no, that's Grimey and friends. I was like, yeah.
you know, he put some respect on my name. He said, I
But
ain't
it
gonna
be-
tell you
but no.
no more.
But it be dope though. Even when they do say, "Are you Dream Shots?" or "Are you?" I'd be like, "Nope." And then I tell them who, and they be like, well, "All right."
Yeah,
And it's all love for real, for like.
Yeah, because one thing I'm gonna always say, bro, y'all doing something for them kids that bro, it's invaluable, bro. Like they see them cameras out, bro. They flexing a little bit harder. They grittying. They doing their
Man,
thing. They
swear, don't let them score. They looking for the camera.
oh, where that camera at, bro? And I love that for the culture, bro. I love that for the kids growing up, bro. Bro, it's a great thing, but I can't let you off the hook. I gotta know top 3
Top 3 what?
camera guys, not including yourself, because I mean, like, you know me, if I put myself in a good debate, I'm putting myself number 1. But your top 3, like little league cameramen.
As far as what though?
As far as like who you think like take the best shots, not take the best shots. Who's your favorite? Like, whose pictures be like make you feel like, damn, I like that. I like that photo the most.
Oh,
It don't gotta be in no order, just so we don't gotta. Ain't no rankings.
Quallen be having probably the best ones. His action photos is amazing.
Yeah,
It's definitely top notch. Dream be doing this thing too with the action shots. But overall, VYP, I can't think of his first name, but VYP be having some dope shots too.
Yeah.
Like his eye is crazy when it comes to camera shit. Like especially when it comes to that little league football.
man. The shots I be seeing, like I be like mad because I be busy on the weekend, but I could always hop on social media and be like, oh yeah, Mr. Amazing just now went off, or I mean, what's Black? What's his name? Black.
Chris Black.
Chris Black. Like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, he just now went off. Like,
Bro, these kids are so talented nowadays.
so
bro.
talented, bro. And y'all catch those moments for him, and bro, I can't tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all, because I can sit home and watch them motherfuckers go crazy without putting myself in the hood.
It definitely turned Little League up, man. You gotta remember, like 10, 15 years ago, this shit wasn't nowhere near this.
Yeah, nowhere near. But
It was the competition and everything was there, but it was more. I can say it was more cohesive back then, probably. But now it's dope though. I like the whole little setup. Like how all the leagues come to, they made that one big league, so it's like
That's
I
crazy.
fucks with it.
I rock with how they did everything. But I know you got plans, you got stuff to do. I mean, I ain't gonna hold you up too much. You got anything to tell, like any viewers, any like up and coming photographers, videographers? I mean, you got anything to tell them, just for like inspiration or?
I would tell upcoming photographer, videographers, just get out there and do it. Like, for real, like, shoot as much as you can, because that's how you learn, from just shooting, trying different things. Like, you're only gonna learn from your mistakes and getting out there and making the mistakes. So that's my advice.
So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Keep on going. Keep on pushing. I'm in here with Grimey Productionz. Grimey and Friends. Grimey Productionz. I know him as G, but I'm in here with one of my real good friends. I need y'all to follow him on all of his social platforms. You
Grimey and Friends. Produced by Grimey. PRODBY_Grimey. Yeah, man. If you want to book me, GrimeyandFriends.com.
Got the website.
Got the website.
Make sure y'all tap into that website. And you know, I mean, who give you the hottest interviews in the city, man? This nigga don't know. It's
like,
hard. It's hard to want to be one.
It's hard, man. It's my first podcast, man. If y'all want me on y'all podcast, man, holla at me.
Hey, you see I try to put the little wham on him, like, hey,
holla at me.
who give you the hottest shit in the city?
On your podcast, man, I do this shit, man. You know, it's Grimey on the 1v1 with Streetz, man. I'm out, man. Holla.
Hey.
I know that you been going through some things, and I know that you gon' perceive the pain, and I know